In this video, you will learn how to calculate the whole when you're given a part and a percent. Looking at the first problem, it says 50% of blank equals 90. So remember that it's percent times the whole is equal to the part. So they give us the percent, so we're going to write that in. That's 50% times something I don't know. So we'll use variables later. That's a letter, but in this case, we're still using boxes. And that's going to be equal to 19. Now, if you know your percents and your fractions and your decimals, you know that 50% as a decimal is 0.5, and it's also 1/2. And so basically we're asking 1/2 of what number is equal to 19. And so the easiest way to do this is to reverse our process. And if you're using a calculator, you can just reverse it and say 19 divided by 0.5, and you should get 38. The other way is if you understand fractions, you know that if 19 is half, we can just multiply times 2, because 1/2 times 2 is a whole, and 19 times 2 will give us 38. So either way, you can use a calculator and reverse your multiplication by dividing, or you can use your understanding of fractions to be able to find 38. The next problem says 63 is 100% of what number? So again, we're setting it up. It gives us the percent, that's 100%. It gives us the part, which is 63, and asks what's the whole? And you should know 100% of anything is just the whole thing. So 100% of 63 is 63. I can prove this to you because it's 1.00 times what number is equal to 63? Well, that's 63, because 1 times anything is the same thing. Or 100 over 100 times what number is equal to 63? And again, this is 1 whole, and it's 1 times what number is 63? And so that answer is just 63. In the last problem, it says 7 is 10% of what number? So it gives us the percent, that's 10%. It gives us the part, which is 7. And it asks us, we don't know what the whole is out of, or of what number. And so we can take this as 0.1 is my decimal. So 1 times some number is equal to 7. And we can reverse it by dividing. So I would take 7 divided by 0.1, and you should end up with 70. Now, if you know your fractions, you know that this is 1/10 times some number is equal to 7. Well, 1/10 of 70 is equal to 7, because it's some number, and since this 10 is in the denominator, that means divide by 10. And so 70 divided by 10 equals 7. So if you know your fractions and how to divide and multiply with fractions, you can do it in your head. But if you don't know that, you can always use a calculator and do your reverse multiplication, which is dividing, to find our answer. In this video, we learned how to calculate the whole when we're given a percent and a part. And that's on IXL 6th grade S15.